Hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is the Pink Elephant in the Room conversation. And what we're going to discuss for today is about the freedom of being you. What does that exactly mean? Being who you are in life, you in anything should do whatever it takes to love who you are, respect who you are, care for who you are, own who you truly are. Not who they think you are, not what people think you should be, not what your friends say you should and shouldn't be, not what your family says you should and shouldn't be, not even sometimes the scared little tiny version within you says you should or shouldn't be, but what you genuinely feel deep inside you truly should be, no matter what anyone says. Being who you truly are. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to tell you you should be doing these jobs. You should you should be making sure you pay this amount. You should be doing this, you should be doing that. It's interesting. The truth at the end of the day, you should be doing whatever it takes to get to where you desire to be, even if it means self centering who you are. Let me say that again. Self centering who you are as a person. Centering the self is vitally important because it's in a sense saying if you want to care and love other people, how are you expecting to care and love other people until you love yourself? You can love all sorts of people all the time. But the one thing about the science of that is simply that people end up with the same things over and over again, trying to find the same people over and over again. They want that special someone in their life, but yet they're with the same type of people that they usually are around, and so on and so forth. It starts with first loving you, going within who you are, and showing truly what you are not willing to take and what you are willing to take. Are you willing to take the same thing that you've taken all your life? Or are you willing to change that to grow something more beautiful in your life? For example, also when we talk about family, family has a knack for telling you how things should and shouldn't be. There was uh, an estimate of people when we were talking about, for example, generation. You have generation, I believe it's the baby boomers, generation X, and then generation Y, which is also known as the millennials as well. The baby boomers worked hard. They worked hard and everything. Several of them popped out and everything due to military coming back from World War II. They came back, and many of them had a lot of children because of that. And now you had a lot of people who had the mindset that if I work hard and everything, that I'll make the money. And if I go to school and everything, I can make more money. And that at the time was the thing. But then you also had them getting upset because now you have a new generation who had a little more luxury to themselves, is what they thought, where they could work whatever they desired, work different jobs they do desire. So you had that going on. And then you had Generation Y, which is a funny thing that I hear too much. The generation of why are you doing this, why are you doing that, exactly, exact, etc., etc., that is more open to creating something more meaningful, more open to making sure their planet is safe and sound and growing and evolving, more open to doing multiple things the way they enjoy. Now, both generations at times look at them and think that they're crazy. It's interesting. Instead of helping grow these generations to where they desire to go, we tell them how crazy they are for their ideas. And yet, when it comes time when that person has actually grown to where they say they desire, then you have people who start coming up to you, desiring help. Growing who you are, it's not going to matter one way or another, no matter what people say. Because as the saying goes, you'll be damned if you do, you'll be damned if you don't. If you do, you're going to have people who are going to be upset and think you're crazy anyways for what you desire, your freedom of what you desire in life. If you don't, you're going to be upset about it. Or someone, who knows, maybe even a friend or family might say, well, oh, well, why don't you just do it anyways? Like, you could have talked to so and so or this and that. There's so many things that could happen. So, you have to be willing to make it a point within yourself to go for your freedom. Look within yourself and see what is holding you back from being you. What are you afraid of? In my own experience, my biggest fears were simply just being being toyed around with. That's one of my biggest fears when it comes to growing my freedom, because I'm a person who enjoys calculating things. I'm perfectly fine with taking risk, but I like to calculate the risk exact to see something come out of it instead of just a bunch of nonsense not come out of it. For other people, there are people who they'll tell you you should save money in here, you should do this because it's safe and everything, but the thing is, you have to be willing to go out there and grow who you truly are. You have to love that about yourself. There's truly nothing that should stop you from being you. And the best thing I can personally say is what I constantly always say, and I keep this in mind for a very good reason. Betrayal of the self is still betrayal nonetheless. It is the highest betrayal. It's the highest betrayal because of the fact that you are betraying yourself to help others grow or go to where they desire or desire what they want through you. And that is none of your fucking business to care about. Excuse my French. It's none of your business. It's none of your fucking business at all. And the reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, your only business is to grow who you truly are. Again, you'll be damned if you do, you'll be damned if you don't. You have to be willing to love you and do what you desire for you. People will say, for example, when we talk about money, people will simply say that it's the root of all evil. And the funny thing about money is we have ironically connected it, and it's so funny. It's ingenious how much of a connection we've created from it, because we have cleverly decided through words, creating the action that money is the root of all evil. It has been put into our mind that the root of it has to be cut down. And you know the funny thing of what we cut down are trees. And you know the funny thing about trees? Money is actually made from them. So, to get down to the bottom of the root, we actually cut down what sustains us. And that's just one way we use the ideology to proclaim that money is the root of all evil, and yet we're at the same time killing us in the process. It's literally ingenious, and most people don't even notice. We constantly say that, and that is why it's important to get that out of your vocabulary. Because you need your trees. You need your trees to sustain you. That is, in a sense, like a car to oil. That is your gas. If there is no oxygen, there is no way you personally can survive. Other things may be able to flourish. Matter of fact, maybe there might not be many animals or anything that could flourish, but the thing is, the trees will be fine. And eventually, after a few 100,000 years, it will be able to get rid of the oxygen, the radiation, and so on and so forth that's on this planet easily. But that's the interesting thing about it. We've created that ideology. However, money is not the root of all evil. We believe we have a love and hate relationship with money. We we want money, which of course want is a word meaning less. You are not going to get what you want. You get what you choose at the end of the day. And how that works is, again, the universe will give you exactly what you desire in this world. If you want something, you are going to get the wantingness of that. Just the feeling of that. If you choose something, you will get that choice that you have selected. If you choose to make $1 million or be a millionaire, you will get exactly that which you desire. It's a choice. And changing your words and your mindset play a key role in opening your mind to your own freedom. Taking certain words, like I said, want. You can't have what you want. Need. And even for me, I use it in a sense of explaining, but need is a lesser word, believing that it's something you don't exactly have right now. And of course you may think, well, I don't have it, so how am I gonna have, how am I gonna do this? So that you must choose it. You must make it a part of what you choose. You must see it as though it is being who you are, whether it's money, whether it's love, whether it's your happiness, whether it's your health, whether it's knowledge, whether it's wisdom, whether it's anything you desire in this world. You have to make a choice and be that choice. By being who you are, how would you act? How would the day go for you being who you are? How would an entire day go for you if you were truly happy? How would an entire day go for you if you were wealthy? How would an entire day go for you if you had more knowledge, had more wisdom? How would an entire day go for you if you were stronger? If you were a better fighter, whatever it is you desire, how would it go for you? I say it all the time, how would you act? How would it go in a day? If this entire day, everything was scratched, and this was your day now. You were just happy. How would it look? Think about that and write that down and put it in the comments, because I want to know your thoughts on that. How would that be for you? because this is you. There is no past. There is no present. There is no future. This is just now who you are, and you decide in this moment how you're going. Even my experience right now, even my own freedom, I am creating these videos, knowing that they are growing people and choosing to make sure I grow myself in the process and choosing a way to grow my wealth more so and than ever. It's a choice. It's knowing it. It's being truly who you are in this moment. Remember now how beautiful and amazing and divine you all are as gods, the goddesses, and the creators within who you are. So we'll be ending it here, but remember that to know thyself is to know the creator within.